Hello, Sam. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. That's me in the basement, just kind of pointing things out, letting you know where I'm at. There's the clean out, the access point that I showed you earlier. Relatively easy. Sometimes those 4-point caps are a dog to get off, but that one came off relatively easily. We're in cast iron only for about the first 12 feet, and here we make a transition from that cast iron to a fortified concrete pipe. A little bit of root growth right there at the bottom. You saw that one tendril going out. The connections on the concrete pipe are pretty good. Typically there's a rubber gasket on there that keeps things from growing into it. There it is. That would be the rubber gasket. A little steamy in there. The owner of the house was running some hot water, most likely prior to. And look, this, I would imagine that this is going to be our initial drop headed towards the city connection. That's another root growing in right there. One deal there. Another. This is a sharper drop. So in our area, we tend to have a two-stage drop. A bit of buildup right there. And this is the dog that I couldn't get past, right? I'll pull back a little bit here in just a second. You'll be able to see the lip, I think. Or, yeah, there it is. So it's a drop and a turn, and there's a fairly aggressive offset right there. You know, I would say probably 3/4 of an inch, a half inch, something like that. I could not get past this spot. The other thing, again, is right here on the left side of your screen, that's a mass of roots growing into the pipe. So there's maybe a little bit of separation there at this union, this correction, or connection. So being a little over 50 feet, I mean, I would say that we are close to, if not in the street at that point. And probably relatively close to making the city connection. That's speculation, obviously, because without actually getting there and reaching it, it's an unknown factor. Like I had said before, I'm trying to run some water to get moving past that lip. You can see it on the bottom of your screen there. I was hoping to be able to get on top of those roots and be able to just kind of slide over. But with the turn also, it's basically just putting me right into the face of that offset. Would have liked to be able to get out. I thought it was going to be an easy shot, but you never know when something like this pops up. Read through your written report for my recommendations. Shoot back to me with any questions or concerns. Reach out. I'm always happy to be a resource if I can help.